Hey Student Success, this is your second assignment video for week 7. So just to kind of reiterate some things that I mentioned in my previous video, we are very quickly coming to the end of our 8-week session. Our session does end on Friday, October 18th. So keep in mind that your workshop assignment is due by that Friday. You need to complete it, attend it, send me that certificate of completion or attendance by Friday the 18th. Also, Week 2 is reopening this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for anyone who would like to make up work from that second week of the course. Week 1 was already open in a previous week. And Week 8 is opening early on Friday the 11th in case anyone finishes Week 7 early and would like to get a jump start on wrapping up the course. All right, so inside Week 7, again, you have 2 assignments this week. They are both going to count as your attendance. So if you complete one but not the other, it's 50% attendance. They are due Sunday night. I have a video just for the library assignment, so you want to make sure you check that out. This is just going to cover the registration assignment. So when we get into the assignment folder, there's the library assignment that I already talked about in the previous video. Here's the registration assignment. You're going to open up the schedule planning form. It's going to open up right here. So you're going to put your name. I'm just going to plug mine in. The date. I'm filling this out toward the end of September. You're going to make a potential schedule for spring 2025. Now let me emphasize the word potential because I know that some of you might not 100% know what you're doing for spring 25 yet. So your excuse cannot be, I don't know what I'm doing, because this assignment is literally designed to make you think about it. So whenever you are coming into this assignment, depending on, maybe some of you have already registered at this point, you are just using the college's tools and resources to figure out some possible courses. If you fill this out and you don't end up using what you put on this schedule, that's totally fine. Again, this is more of an exercise in just making sure you know what resources are out there to help you with your scheduling. If you've already scheduled for spring 25, you can just pull your schedule up and just plug it in this form and submit it. Your job is mostly done. Now, if you haven't thought about it or you haven't scheduled, I'm going to walk you through where to go. So you're going to put your major. For this, I'm just going to put I'm a business management major. Keep it simple. So where are you going to find this information? Well, the good news is you've already had exposure to where you're going to get this. So the first place is your map page, right? You already submitted your map page in week 5. So you already hopefully have this somewhere or remember where to get back to it. So you could use your map page to look to see, remember on your legend here, anything that needs to be completed, has that red circle around it. So you can look and see, okay, what classes do I have? Or you can look at, and this is another thing we talked about, your plan right here, your program plan. We use this to complete an assignment before as well. So you can use either one of these to kind of start looking to see. All right, so let's say I'm a business management major and I need to take business administration. So I'm going to try to find this information. I'm going to start plugging it in here. So when it says subject, that's, BUS. That is that 3-letter abbreviation right here. BUS, MGT, ACC, COM, whatever. That is the subject. The number is the number right beside it. In this case, it's 121. So I'm going to put 121. The course title is straightforward, Business Administration. The credit hours is going to be right over here, 3 credit hours. Okay, now the rest of this is where I have to go and look at my schedule. So I'm going to get into my SSC, so you have the dashboard here, and I'm going to scroll down under Tools, General, and I'm going to find Student Tools. And they're going to be pulled like this. I'm going to drop it down, and I'm going to go to Register for Classes. Now, mind you, you are not actually registering yet. So I'm going to click on this. So we're just going to go to Browse Classes because that's going to allow us to look through. I have a drop down. It's probably going to take you to spring right away. So I'm going to do spring 25. Here's continue. All right. Now my subject, this is where I put that BUS, right? My number, 121. And I'm going to go ahead and hit search. And I have all the results for spring where this class is being offered. So let's say in spring, I would like to take this class on main campus. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Main campus. This one happens to be Mondays, Wednesdays, 12 to 1:15. So Monday, Wednesdays, 12 to 1:15. 12 to 1:15. Days, Monday, Wednesdays, and I said this was main campus. My CRN, when I go back over here, the CRN is this 5-digit number right here, 47370. All right, and there we go. I filled that one out. Now, let's say you want to take a class online. So there's lots of, online classes right here. Online only, online only. What I would do here is times, I would just put like web. That basically just shows that I'm taking an online class. The rest of this information is going to stay the same. Now, let's say I also have to take another class. So I would go back, and I'm going to go ahead and get back in. And let's say I have to take an English class. So I'm going to go through kind of the same, like English 100 level. Yeah, I didn't think that was a number. I wasn't sure there. I tried something. So I'm just going to put ENG in search. All right. So 001 is the sections, 011, 024. Okay, so there we go. So there's those numbers, ENG, 024. Same thing. I can look and see my days. This is a Tuesday, Thursday. This is a Monday, Wednesday. This is a Monday only. Wednesday, it looks like maybe it might be in a different classroom. So that's how I find that information. Now, in terms of how many classes you fill this out, that's totally up to you. Are you looking at taking just one class? Are you looking at taking 5 classes? Maybe you're going to put 5 classes down and you might not take all 5, but it's a good option. No matter what, like down here, let's say, okay, ultimately, maybe I have 9 credit hours. I'll fill it out with a few more choice options. When you're done, I do not expect this whole thing to be filled out. That's too much. So a general course load is going to be anywhere from 3 credits to 15 credits typically. More than that is quite a bit, but I've seen some students do it. So kind of keep that in mind. You want to be reasonable with it. Again, these are potential classes. If you are a CCP student and you're not sure what you're doing in the spring, you can kind of reach out and let me know, or you might already have an idea of the courses you're going to take here at the college in the spring for your CCP classes. When you're done, upper right-hand corner, make sure you save it with your changes so you don't just upload me a blank document, and then go back in, click on the name of the assignment, and that's where you will go ahead and hit upload file and get that file in there for me. All right, so again, this is your assignment that goes along with the library assignment. They're both due by Sunday, but I wanted to make sure I kind of talked about this one a little separately. Remember, this is an exercise in using the college's resources to make sure you know how to schedule, where to get that information. If you don't end up using this particular one you fill out, that's totally okay. But if you do have questions, please reach out, let me know. Have a great week 7.